Vanderpump Rules, Scheana Shay opened up about a terrifying medical emergency in a recent episode of her podcast, Shenanigans with Scheana Shay. In the episode, Scheana opened up about when she damaged her front teeth in Season 1 of VPR. It was absolutely traumatizing, Scheana said in the episode. This wasn't just a situation where I chipped my tooth. Scheana's tooth saga began in 2012 with a serious fall at her birthday party, where she slipped and knocked out 2 of her teeth. She added that she had to undergo 5 surgeries to fix the health issue, mainly because the initial injury caused an infection that spread throughout her mouth. It was just wild what we had to do to rebuild the roof of my mouth, Scheana added. The situation only worsened with her being in the public eye. Scheana told listeners that she was nervous to make public appearances after the accident because she felt insecure about her teeth. I was doing the biggest red carpet of my life, with a flipper in my purse, just in case my tooth that was lightly bonded fell out, she explained. Ahead of her recent 40th birthday, Scheana revealed how she's taking her health into her own hands. She shared earlier this year that she got a mammogram, turning the big 4 to 0 this year. Time for a mammogram, she wrote at the time. This is your reminder to get all of your annual checks. Afterwards, Scheana took to her podcast to talk about the decision to get her breasts checked. It's like so many young women are getting diagnosed with breast cancer, Scheana said. I literally just went and got my first mammogram. It was an order that I got 3 months ago at my annual PAP, and I put it off. I was like, well, I'm not 40 yet. I don't need to go yet. Nowadays, Scheana lives with her husband, Brock Davies, and their 4-year-old daughter, Summer Moon Honey Davies. The family moved to the Valley in March of last year and is hard at work renovating their stunning California home. When Scheana isn't spending time with her adorable family or upgrading her living space, she's busy making television appearances and promoting her upcoming memoir, My Good Side. Scheana made waves during her recent appearance on The Valley, where she shared details about another shocking health scare and frustrated some cast members when she shared details about Jesse Lally's girlfriend with his ex-wife, Michelle Signy. It was 2012, long before Vanderpump Rules became a Sunday night staple, when Scheana attended her own birthday bash, surrounded by friends, cake, and celebration. In what should have been a carefree moment, she lost her footing, plunging face first into the ground. The impact was immediate and shocking. 2 of her front teeth were completely knocked out. It wasn't just a little chip, Scheana clarifies now, it was full-blown trauma. At the time, the full extent of her injuries was unclear. She recalls the instant dread of realizing her smile had been permanently altered and the unsettling sensation of blood where none should belong. Little did she know that this single misstep would catalyze a series of medical crises, far beyond any dental emergency. What followed the fall was not merely a trip to the dentist for cosmetic repair. Rather, the initial trauma paved the way for an aggressive infection that stealthily spread through the soft tissues and bone of her mouth. We thought once the teeth were replaced, I'd be fine, but then the infection set in, Scheana reveals. Over the ensuing months, she endured no fewer than 5 separate surgical procedures aimed at eradicating the infection and reconstructing the damaged anatomy of her palate. Each operation required cautious precision, excising infected bone, grafting new tissue, and ensuring that her sinuses and nasal passages remained intact. Rebuilding the roof of my mouth was like constructing a new foundation on a house, she explains. Every step was critical. Between surgeries, Scheana lived under the shadow of potential relapse. Strict antibiotic regimens, dietary restrictions, and follow-up imaging became her new normal. The day-to-day reality involved soft diets, liquid meals, and the unshakable anxiety that the next meal or the next sneeze could reopen wounds. As discomfort and swelling ebbed and flowed, Scheana faced an additional, less discussed hurdle, the pressure of public appearances. During Season 1 of Vanderpump Rules, She found herself walking major red carpets with what she termed a flipper in her purse, a temporary prosthetic tooth designed to plug the gap whenever an on-camera smile was required. Recalling her trepidation, Scheana admits that she became hyper-aware of her lips, her laughter, and every interaction that threatened to expose the fragility of her dental work. "I was terrified someone would notice," she confesses. "There I was, at one of the biggest events of my life, worried about a piece of plastic falling out, behind the lamp's glare and photographer's flash."